Welcome everyone to my review of the Hot Toys Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron Black Widow. On the front of the box we have a picture of Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow with the Avengers A, the Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron in a chrome, and we have Hot Toys and Movie Masterpiece series at the bottom. On the side of the box here we see an extension of the picture. We really just see her arm and that Avengers A, and it says Black Widow MMS 286, and this is a 1/6 scale collectible figure. Now on the back of the box we have that big Avengers A again, and on the bottom we have our warning labels, not to choke on your Black Widow, and everything that and everyone that went into this particular piece in general. Now on this side of the box we see more an extension of the front of the box with Black Widow's leg and arm there. And what's cool in the Avengers Age of Ultron Hot Toys line is that they have each their own symbol. So if you stack the boxes side by side, you could have all your Avengers stacked with their symbols, looking really nice and neat. Now on the top of the box it says Black Widow MMS 288 1/6 scale collectible figure, and on the bottom it says Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron. And now you just have to slip the slip cover off and you'll be greeted with the display window. And when you turn the box around, you're pretty much greeted with the same thing, but just in regular black and white, what we saw in the slip cover. Now the Black Widow figure comes with quite a few accessories. Everything comes in pairs except for her pistol, as you can see on the screen. Now you get her pistol, you get a pair of wrist pegs, a pair of electrical effects that go around her gauntlets, you get a pair of unextended batons, you get a pair of extended batons, you get a slightly open relaxed hand, you get a pair of fisted hands, you get a pair of pistol machine gun holding hands, and you get a pair of baton holding hands, as well as two pretty huge machine guns. Now here's a closer look at the extended electric batons. The blue areas are clear plastic just to help add that effect of electricity. Pistol, you could cock it back like so, like if she's shooting or running out of shots, and you could also remove the magazine at the bottom of it. Now the coolest accessory that comes with the Black Widow figure is certainly the machine guns. You could adjust the stock like so, and it has a really nice amount of detail, as well as you could extend the handle if you want her to hold it with two hands, or you could certainly just have her hold both in one in each hand. She could certainly do it just fine. There is no problem with her holding these huge machine guns. Now here's the Avengers stand that Black Widow comes with. All the Avengers Hot Toys line comes with this exact stand, except for the Hulk of course, because he's a little too big to fit on a stand like this. And another accessory I guess you could say is she has this knife belt attachment that you have to stick on to her belt. It is kind of weird and kind of like flimsy because it just snaps in there, and it kind of seems like it wants to fall off a little bit. I wouldn't say it's weak, but it just seems like she's just gonna hit it and it's just gonna snap off and then fall off. I don't mean snap as in break, but it just kind of just snaps in together. So kind of a weird attachment, but that's just how it is. Now here's the Avengers Age of Ultron Black Widow figure. They did a great job with the suit, the electric blue, and her accessories. She could hold them just fine. Everything about this is just a total upgrade from the Hot Toys Avengers Black Widow. They just did a great job with the suit, and that electric blue really just stands out. It's really hard to go into much more detail than that because it is a skin tight suit, but it does look way better than the original. The only maybe slight downgrade is that certain angles of the head sculpt don't look like Scarlett Johansson sometimes, but when you get that certain angle, it does look a lot better than the original. I think it has to do with the hair. I would futz with the hair a lot, and it kind of brought out the face a little bit more. So I think it has to do with the hair. I think it just looks a little bit too crazy when you have this thing in hand. Now we'll do some head articulation. She could turn her head a full 360, and she could look all the way down to there, and she could pull her head up all the way up here. It's not too far up from her normal position, but it's still pretty far. As far as shoulders, she could hold it up to there. It's kind of hindered by the suit, unfortunately, and with her elbow she could bend it to there, and she could extend it out to there. And for ab articulation, she has some, but the suit kind of pulls her back, so it's not really too useful, unfortunately. As for leg articulation, she could pull it forward that much and then back that much. It's really hindered by the costume. For knee articulation, she does pretty well, and she has some swivel in her boot, and she has a little bit of ankle pivot, but it's not too much. As far as forward and back motion, she can't do anything at all. For an agile character, she really needs to have some ankle pivot in all areas. So Hot Toys, for their Avengers Age of Ultron line, so far have been hitting it out of the park. And again, with this Black Widow figure, I think they hit it out of the park. It's a great figure. I'm really loving it. The only issue is I wish it had more ankle pivot. Captain America has a good amount of ankle pivot, but Hawkeye didn't, as well as Black Widow here. She's a very agile character, as well as Hawkeye, as well as Captain America. They all just need ankle pivot, and her skin tight suit was maybe a little bit too tight around her legs, so there wasn't much leg motion, as you could see there. So they really need to address that. Hopefully in the next Avengers movie they will address that. So I think this is a great figure for your collection if you're a Avengers Age of Ultron fan, or a Black Widow fan, or a Scarlett Johansson fan. I think this is definitely great to have in your collection. It blows the original Avengers Black Widow out of the water to me. Just has a lot more accessories. The suit's a lot better. The certain parts of the face are definitely a lot better. I think it's definitely worth an upgrade if you already have that figure, or if you never had one. This will be definitely a good one to get. So for $220, her price range pretty much matches up with Hawkeye as well as Captain America. She comes with enough accessories and enough things to really justify that $220. Yes, these figures are costing $220 now, when back in the original Avengers came out, that figure was around $180, $170, around that price point. So yeah, it's gotten a lot more expensive to collect these figures. So, but I still think she's worth it. Definitely pick her up if you can get it. And yeah, that is my review of the Hot Toys Age of Ultron Black Widow. This is the MMS 288. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch y'all next time. Alright, bye-bye.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.